Welcome to my channel, Book to Fluent. What if I tell you that you don't need thousands of words to speak English fluently? What if just 50 powerful sentences can change your confidence forever? Sounds simple, maybe too simple, right? But this is the truth most learners never discover. Stay with me till the end, because these sentences can unlock your speaking power. And tell me in the comments, do you feel stuck when trying to speak English? Chapter 1. Why you still can't speak English. Even after learning so much, you have learned English for a long time. You know many words. You understand simple sentences. You can even read and listen a little. But when it is time to speak, something strange happens. Your mind becomes blank. Your heart beats fast. You start thinking too much. You want to say something, but no words come out. You feel stuck. You feel nervous. You feel like all your learning is useless in that moment. And deep inside, a small voice says, "Why can't I speak English?" If you have ever felt this, you are not alone. This is the exact place where most learners stop, not because they are weak, but because they are learning the wrong way. Let me tell you something very important. Your problem is not that you don't know English. Your problem is that you don't use English. There is a big difference. Many learners spend years learning words, grammar rules, and lists. They fill their minds with information, but they never train their mouth to speak. They know the word hungry, but they don't say, "I am feeling hungry right now." They know the word tired, but they don't say, "I feel tired today." So when they try to speak, their brain starts searching. It tries to build a sentence from many separate words. It takes time. It creates pressure, and because of that pressure, you freeze. This is not your fault. This is how you were taught. Think about this for a moment. When a child learns a language, they do not start with grammar rules. They do not memorize long word lists. They listen. They copy. They repeat sentences again and again. They say simple things like, "I want this. Give me that. I am happy. I don't like this." These are not just words, these are complete thoughts. These are ready sentences. That is why children speak faster than adults. They are not smarter than you, they are just using the right method. And today, you are going to change your method too. Right now, your mind is full of single words, but speaking does not happen with single words. Speaking happens with sentences. Words are like bricks. Sentences are like a house. If you only collect bricks, you cannot live in them. You need to connect them. You need structure. You need flow. And that is exactly what powerful sentences give you. They give you ready-made patterns. They give you confidence. They remove hesitation. When you learn a sentence, you don't need to think too much. You just use it. And slowly, your brain learns how English really works. Let me show you something simple. You know the word go, but when someone asks you something, you stop and think. Now look at this sentence. I want to go outside. This is complete. This is natural. This is something you can say anytime. Now imagine you learn 50 sentences like this. Just 50, not 5,000, not 500. Just 50 powerful sentences that you can use every day. What will happen? Your confidence will grow. Your speaking will become faster. Your fear will start disappearing. Because now you are not building sentences from zero. You are using ready tools. Many learners make one big mistake. They wait to be perfect before they speak. They think, "I will speak when my grammar is perfect. I will speak when I know more words." But the truth is, that day never comes. Because fluency does not come before speaking. Fluency comes from speaking. You become better by using the language, not by waiting. Every time you speak, even if it is not perfect, you are training your brain. You are building your English muscle. And just like any muscle, it becomes stronger with use. I want you to understand this deeply. You don't need big words to speak powerful English. You don't need difficult grammar. You don't need to sound like a native speaker. You just need simple, clear, useful sentences that you can use again and again. This is the secret that most learners never discover. They keep running behind complexity, while fluency is hiding inside simplicity. And today, you are going to move from confusion to clarity, from silence to speaking, from fear to confidence. So from this moment, change your thinking. Stop saying, "I need to learn more words." Start saying, "I need to use more sentences." Stop being a collector of words. Start being a speaker of sentences. Because the moment you start using sentences, everything changes. Your speed changes. Your confidence changes. Your identity changes. You are no longer someone who is trying to learn English. You are someone who is starting to speak English. And now, get ready. Because in the next part, you will discover the real secret behind these powerful sentences. You will understand why they work so fast, and how they can transform your speaking in a very simple way. This is where things start to become exciting. This is where your journey begins to feel real. Chapter 2: The Secret of Powerful Sentences. Why they work like magic. Now let me show you something that can completely change the way you see English. You already understand that sentences are more powerful than single words. But the real question is this: why do these simple sentences work so fast? Why do they feel so easy to use? And why do they help you speak without fear? This is the secret most learners never learn. And once you understand this, your learning will become faster, easier, and more natural than ever before. First, understand this simple truth. Your brain does not like building sentences from zero every time. It takes effort. It creates pressure. That is why you feel slow when you try to speak. But when you learn ready sentences, your brain feels relaxed. It recognizes patterns. It remembers them easily. It uses them quickly. This is how fluent speakers speak. They are not thinking about every word. They are using patterns that they have repeated many times. And now you are going to do the same. These 50 powerful sentences are not random. They are not difficult. They are not from books that no one uses in real life. These sentences are taken from daily life. They are the sentences people use every day when they talk to friends, family, and even strangers. That is why they feel natural. That is why they work like magic. Because when you use them, you are speaking real English, not textbook English. And this is the biggest difference between learners and speakers. Let me make it even simpler for you. Imagine you want to say something, but you don't know how to start. You feel confused. Now imagine you already know a sentence like, "Can you help me with this?" Suddenly, everything becomes easy. You don't think too much. You just say it. That is the power of a ready sentence. It removes hesitation. It removes fear. It gives you instant action. And when you use many such sentences, your speaking becomes smooth and natural. There is another secret hidden inside this method: repetition. Not boring repetition, but meaningful repetition. When you repeat a sentence again and again, your brain starts to feel it. It becomes a part of you. It is no longer something you learned. It becomes something you know. For example, when you repeat "I don't understand" this many times, one day you will say it without thinking. It will come out automatically. That is the moment you know your English is growing. That is the moment you know your English is growing. Now I want you to think like a child again. Children do not worry about mistakes. They do not stop and think, "Is my grammar correct?" They just speak. They copy what they hear. They repeat what they like. And slowly, their language becomes strong. You can do the same. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be active. Speak the sentence. Feel the sentence. Use the sentence. This is how fluency is built step by step. Let me give you a simple method that you can start using today. Listen to a sentence. Repeat it slowly. Then say it again with feeling. Then use it in your own situation. For example, take the sentence, "I am feeling tired today." First, say it slowly. Then say it like you really feel tired. Then use it in your real life. Maybe after a long day, just say it to yourself. This small action creates a big change, because now you are not just learning, you are living the language. Many learners think they need perfect grammar before they speak, but the truth is different. You learn grammar by speaking, not before speaking. When you use sentences again and again, your brain starts understanding patterns naturally. You don't need to study every rule. You start feeling what sounds right. This is called natural learning, and this is how fluent speakers grow without even realizing it. Also remember this, you don't need hundreds of sentences at once. You just need a few powerful ones that you use daily. Even if you use only 5 sentences every day, your confidence will start growing. Because confidence does not come from knowing more. Confidence comes from using what you already know. And once you feel that confidence, you will want to speak more. And when you speak more, you will improve faster. So remove this fear from your mind. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need big vocabulary. You don't need to wait for the right time. The right time is now. The right way is simple sentences. And the right mindset is action, not hesitation. You are not here to memorize English. You are here to speak English. And these sentences are your tools. Now get ready, because in the next chapter, you are going to start speaking, yes, really speaking. You will learn the first set of powerful sentences that you can use in your daily life from today. Not tomorrow, not someday, today. And when you say them, you will feel something new. You will feel that English is no longer difficult. It is becoming a part of you. Chapter 3. 50 Powerful Sentences for Daily Life. Part 1. Now this is the moment you have been waiting for. This is where everything starts to change for you. Until now, you were understanding ideas. But from this moment, you are going to speak. Yes, really speak. Not in the future, not after more study. Right now. Because today you are not just learning English. You are using English. And that is the biggest step in your journey. Let's start very simple. These sentences are part of your daily life. You don't need a special situation. You don't need a partner. You don't need confidence. You just need your voice. Look around you. Think about your day. Everything you do can be spoken in English. When you wake up, you can say, I am waking up. When you sit, you can say, I am sitting now. When you feel tired, you can say, I feel tired today. These are small sentences, but they are very powerful because they connect English with your real life. Now I want you to slow down and feel this. Say this sentence with me. I am getting ready. Say it again, slowly. I am getting ready. Now imagine you are actually getting ready in the morning. Say it again with feeling. This is not just practice. This is real speaking. This is how your brain starts connecting words with actions. And when this connection becomes strong, speaking becomes natural. Let's try another one. I need some help. This is a very useful sentence. You can use it anywhere. At home, at work, in a shop, or even with friends. Say it slowly. I need some help. Now say it like you really need help. Feel the situation. This is important. When you feel the sentence, it stays in your memory. It becomes part of your voice. Now listen to this. What is this? This is one of the simplest and most useful questions. You can use it every day. When you see something new, just ask, what is this? No fear, no thinking, just speak. This is how you build your speaking habit, not with long speeches, but with small, real sentences. Many learners make a mistake here. They read sentences silently. They understand them in their mind, but they do not speak them. And because of that, when the real moment comes, they cannot speak. So from today, you will do something different. You will speak every sentence out loud, even if your voice is slow, even if your pronunciation is not perfect. It does not matter. What matters is that you are using your mouth. Because speaking is a physical skill. You must train your mouth, not just your mind. Now let's build a small flow. Imagine your morning. You wake up and say, I am waking up. Then you say, I am getting ready. Then you say, I feel a little tired today. Then maybe I need some coffee. Look at this. You just spoke 4 sentences, simple sentences. But this is real English. This is how fluency starts, not with big grammar, but with small connected thoughts. Let's add more sentences to your daily life. I am feeling good today. Say it with a smile. I don't understand this. Say it when something is confusing. Can you repeat that? Very useful when you are listening. Give me a moment. This helps you think without pressure. I will try again. This builds confidence. These sentences are not just language. They are tools. They help you live your life in English. Now I want you to imagine something powerful. Imagine you use just these simple sentences every day for 1 week. Not many, just a few. You repeat them, you speak them, you feel them. What will happen? Your brain will stop translating. Your mouth will move faster. Your fear will become smaller, and your confidence will grow. Because now, English is not something outside you, it is something inside you. There is one more important thing. Do not rush. Do not try to learn all sentences at once. Take 5 sentences. Use them again and again. Make them strong. Make them natural. Then add more. This is how you build real fluency, step by step, day by day. Not fast, but strong. And I want to tell you something very important. Right now, at this moment, you are already speaking English. Maybe simple, maybe slow, but you are speaking, and that is a big success. Many people only think about English, but you are using it. You are taking action, and that makes you different. So keep going. Speak again, repeat again. Feel every sentence, because in the next chapter you are going to take this to the next level. You will learn sentences that help you talk to people, real conversations, real situations, and that is where your English will start to feel alive. Chapter 4: 50 Powerful Sentences for Real Conversation, Part 2. Now you are ready for something bigger. Until now, you were speaking about yourself, your actions, and your daily life. That was your first step, and that step was very important. But now, you are going to move forward. Now you are going to speak with people. Real conversations, real reactions, real moments. This is where English becomes alive. This is where you stop being a silent learner and start becoming a real speaker. Think about this. Most learners are afraid of conversations, not because they don't know English, but because they don't know what to say in the moment. Someone speaks and your mind starts running. You try to understand, you try to think, you try to answer, and suddenly everything becomes confusing. But what if you already had ready sentences in your mind? What if instead of thinking too much, you could just respond naturally? This is exactly what these powerful sentences will do for you. Let's begin with something simple but very powerful. That sounds interesting. This sentence can be used in so many situations. Someone tells you a story, someone shares an idea, someone talks about their day, and you respond, "That sounds interesting." Say it slowly. Feel it. Now say it again like you are really interested. This is how you connect with people. You don't need big words. You need natural reactions. Now try this. I agree with you. This is a strong sentence. It shows connection. It shows understanding. Say it with confidence. I agree with you. And now try another one. I am not sure about that. This is also important because conversations are not always about agreeing. Sometimes you want to think, sometimes you are unsure, and this sentence gives you time. It helps you stay in the conversation without pressure. Let's go deeper. Imagine someone asks you something, and you need a moment to think. Many learners panic here. They go silent. But now you have a sentence. Give me a moment. Say it slowly. Give me a moment. This small sentence gives you control. It gives you space. It keeps the conversation alive while you prepare your answer. This is how smart speakers speak. Not fast, but smart. Now try this one. Let me think about it. This is another powerful tool. You don't need to rush. You don't need to answer immediately. You can take your time and still sound confident. Say it again. Let me think about it. Feel the calmness in this sentence. Feel the control. Because speaking is not about speed, it is about clarity and comfort. Now let's build a small conversation together. Imagine someone says, "I watched a new movie yesterday." You respond, "That sounds interesting." Then they ask, "Do you want to watch it?" You say, "Let me think about it." Then you add, "I am not sure about that." Look at this. You just had a conversation. Simple sentences. No difficult grammar, no pressure, but it sounds natural, it sounds real, and most importantly, you spoke. This is the moment where many learners feel something new. They realize that speaking is not impossible, it is just a skill, and like any skill, it becomes better with practice. The more you use these sentences, the more comfortable you become. The more comfortable you become, the more you speak, and the more you speak, the more fluent you become. Now let's add more useful sentences. Can you say that again? This is very important when you don't understand. Instead of staying silent, you stay active. What do you mean? This helps you understand better. I like this idea. This shows positivity. That's a good point. This shows respect in conversation. Each sentence is simple, but each one has power, because each one keeps you connected. I want you to imagine something again. Imagine you are talking to a friend. You are not perfect. Your sentences are simple, but you are speaking, you are reacting, you are part of the conversation. How does that feel? It feels good. It feels alive. This is the feeling you are building right now, step by step. And remember this, you don't need to speak long sentences to sound fluent. Fluency is not about long sentences. It is about natural flow. It is about confidence. It is about staying in the conversation. Even short sentences can make you sound powerful if you use them at the right moment. Now take a deep breath and realize something important. You are not the same person who started this video. You are already speaking more. You are already thinking less. You are already feeling more confident. This is your growth. This is your progress. And now there is only one step left, the most important step, because knowing sentences is good. Using sentences is powerful, but making them a daily habit is what changes your life. In the next chapter, you will learn how to turn these sentences into your daily routine, how to make English a part of your life, and how to move from small practice to real confidence every single day. Chapter 5. From Silence to Confidence. How to use these sentences daily. Now this is the most important moment of your journey. You have learned the idea. You have spoken the sentences. You have felt the change inside you. But now the real question is this: will you continue, or will you stop here like most learners do? Because the truth is very simple. Knowing sentences will not change your life. Using them every day will. This is where the real transformation happens. This is where you move from silence to confidence. Let me make this very clear for you. You do not need hours every day. You do not need a perfect environment. You do not need a teacher sitting in front of you. You only need 10 minutes. Yes, just 10 minutes of honest speaking every day can change your English. But it must be real. It must be active. It must be your voice, not just your thoughts. Because English is not something you understand. English is something you use. Start your day with something very simple. In the morning when you wake up, say 5 sentences. Just 5. Look around your room and speak. I am waking up. I am getting ready. I feel a little sleepy. Today is a new day. I will try my best. These sentences are small, but they are powerful. Because you are starting your day with English. You are telling your brain, this is my language now. This is part of my life. During the day, use 3 sentences in real situations, not in your mind, in real life. If you are alone, speak to yourself. If you are with someone, try one simple sentence. Maybe you say, I need some help, or give me a moment, or I don't understand this. Do not worry about mistakes. Do not wait for perfection. Just speak. Because every time you speak, you are breaking fear. You are building confidence. You are becoming stronger. At night, take 2 minutes to repeat what you learned. Say the sentences again, slowly, clearly, with feeling. Think about your day. Which sentence did you use? How did you feel? Even if you made mistakes, it is okay. In fact, it is good. Because mistakes mean you are trying, and trying means you are growing. No one becomes fluent without mistakes. Mistakes are not your enemy. They are your teacher. Now imagine this routine. 5 sentences in the morning, 3 during the day, 2 minutes at night. This is not difficult. This is not heavy. This is simple. But if you do this every day, something amazing will happen. Your brain will stop translating. Your mouth will move faster. Your fear will become smaller and smaller. And one day, you will speak without thinking. That day will feel magical. But it will not be magic. It will be your habit. There is one more powerful method I want you to use. Talk to yourself. Yes, talk to yourself in English. When you are alone, describe what you are doing. I am walking. I am eating. I am checking my phone. This may feel strange in the beginning, but this is one of the fastest ways to improve. Because you are creating real conversations inside your mind and speaking them out. You are turning your daily life into your classroom. Another strong method is mirror practice. Stand in front of a mirror and speak. Look at yourself and say simple sentences. I can do this. I am improving every day. I am learning English. This is not just language practice. This is confidence training. Because when you see yourself speaking, you start believing in yourself. And belief is very important in this journey. I want you to understand something deeply. You are not trying to become perfect. You are trying to become consistent. Because consistency is stronger than perfection. If you speak a little every day, you will improve. If you wait for the perfect moment, you will stay the same. So choose action. Choose small steps. Choose daily practice. Right now, you are changing your identity. You are no longer someone who is afraid to speak. You are someone who is starting to speak. You are someone who is building a new habit. You are someone who is growing every day. And this change is not small. This is powerful. This is the beginning of your new English life. So now, take your first step. Choose 5 sentences from this video and speak them today. Not tomorrow. Today. Write 1 sentence in the comments that you will use. Make it real. Make it yours. And if you truly want to become confident in English, then subscribe to this channel, like this video, and share it with someone who needs this push. Because your journey does not end here. This is just the beginning. Your English voice is waking up. Keep going.